Good morning, everyone. I've come outside to my shed. It's a wet, blustery day, so you might hear the wind. The wind kept me awake last night, banging all the blowers, and there was something on the door smashing. So it was a bit noisy last night, but I thought I'd come on here because the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Yeah, pretty much the wonderful Wizard of Oz. All the illusions that we look at and all the things that are going on. I haven't had the best time of late. Actually, no, I'm going to change my language. I have had the best time of late, but it hasn't looked like the best time of late. It has felt, see, I'm learning to use my language. It has felt or sensed as if it was against me. It has felt unpleasant. It has felt dark. It has felt heavy. It has felt all-consuming. However, rather than doing what I would have done in the past and create a narrative that exemplified and multiplied that experience, I chose to just sit at peace with it. I didn't try and move it, which is something I used to do as well, or distract myself from it. I just allowed it to show me what it needed to show me. And I had this sense of calm underneath all the chaos, that even though it felt like I descended into a deep pit of hell, that was not my final resting place, and that there was a big reason behind why I was experiencing it. And I then came to a place where the observation of these things were also manifesting in my reality. So there were physical circumstances that were taking place, which were kind of in that same horrible energy. And I had a choice to make. I had a choice whether to respond and react in fear, or to sit back and trust that this inner peace within me somewhere knew that all was well with my soul. And I had a couple of just very soft moments where Spirit's voice was just landing in my heart, and it was kind of along the lines of, you are in this world, but you're not of it. And there was a situation taking place, and I didn't know how to respond. Very unpleasant and very just irritating. And Spirit said to me, this isn't your world, so you don't have to even respond in that way. You're in a different world, and I'm going to teach you how to be in that world and how to operate from that world to make a change to this one. And there was an opportunity or a circumstance that arose, whereas I could have responded or reacted in fear or anger, and I chose to do the complete opposite. And rather than resist what was going on and put up a fight and make my point known very aggressively, I chose to say, fine, you can do that, but let's do it this way. And to respond from a place of complete whatever, peace and love and zero resistance. And as soon as I did that, I just felt like the walls starting to crumble, the walls of this understanding that we are in this world, and we can see all of the issues, and we can see all of the problems, but we don't have to respond and keep adding to that by responding to it in a negative reaction. I'm very aware recently that the darkness is manifesting itself or appearing in my reality in particular areas of injustice, inequality, prejudice, all kinds. Basically, it's all the systems. It's the school systems, the education system, the healthcare system, the justice system. All of these systems are flawed. And let's not beat around the bush. They are flawed. They are severely flawed. And they are showing themselves to be flawed in my reality on a regular basis due to my own personal experience and circumstance. And I've been within the system, and I've worked within these systems, trying to sort of work it from the inside out. And now I'm starting to see that the reason that sometimes we see these things for what they are and the darkness of it, or the fake agenda, it's just it's an illusion of power. And there actually is no power when you come and you operate from a place of truth and when you operate from a place of love. And I'm starting to see that when we play the games and we entangle ourselves in that narrative and we give it power, we give it power. And when we say, that ain't my story, I'm not in agreement with that. I'm remaining here in peace, and I'm remaining here in calm, and I'm remaining here in love. You start to see that reality in front of your eyes shift and change, because nothing is actually as it appears to be. Nothing is actually set in stone. And the way that we're going to make changes is not by being like the world. And the anger is a righteous anger to say that that operation, that system is causing harm, or this setup, this government process, this healthcare process, this all of it, it's causing harm, and you can see it, but you can feel very disarmed and weak and powerless when you see it as something enormous that you have to fight against. When in reality, what I think I'm seeing is that is a breakdown of the truth of who we truly are. And that behind all of that, we are all one. Behind all of that are disillusioned individuals then having power, making disillusioned choices and disillusioned structures, and it's not going to work. It is literally like building your house upon the sand, and the rain will come and the storms will come and they will fall flat, because unless things have been built in truth, and unless things have been built in love, true love. I'm not talking about infatuation or lust or liking. I'm talking about the essence of that pure love source of where we've ultimately all come from. Unless we're building from there, nothing can stand. It's all going to crumble. And we're in it for the long game, I think. And I think I'm seeing that it starts with us. And we really are projectors of our own hologram of reality. And I've been sort of stepping outside and looking from beyond space and time, where I exist as a soul, as connection to source, and narrowing it down like a funnel, almost like what those like egg timers. And that source, that knowledge of who I am, is having to come through this filtered reality of being a human, with all her programming and all of her constructs and all of the life, what the life has shown me, and realizing they're blocks to my truth. And I'm in the process, I believe, of seeing that, and now trying to dissolve those limiting lies so that I can operate from true source, from true love, and really start building something that will not fall. And I encourage you to try that too.